Testing, 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 testing. Shalom. Um, I noticed that a lot of people are preparing to make a vote in November. I know a lot of people are planning to make a vote in November. And I know a lot of people, you say to yourselves, certainly Biden has to go. No doubt about it, Biden has to go, right? And I agree that Biden shouldn't be president. I mean, I wouldn't choose Biden for anything. He's 81 years old, and he doesn't have all of his. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's not the real Biden. And I know that sounds stupid. So we're not we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that type of stuff because the majority of you people definitely don't take those type of things seriously. You don't take cloning seriously. You don't take anything like that seriously. But regardless, let's just say for the sake of the matter, no doubt about it, it's the real Biden, right? It doesn't really make a difference if Biden is president or not. Okay, some of you say that, hey, Biden is unequipped for the job. That's true, but you can put a dog in the Oval Office. You can put a cat in the Oval Office. You think I'm making jokes. It doesn't matter who you put in the Oval Office. You can put a monkey, a gorilla. You can put anybody in the Oval Office. Okay? It doesn't make a difference. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something about Trump, though. Okay, first, let me see if this is real. Let me see if this is real. Let me see if this is real. Okay, so it says that there's a potential. It's not set in stone, but there's a potential that Michelle Obama is going to run the 2024 presidential race. Okay? So I want everybody out there to understand something. All right? Donald Trump The Simpsons don't make predictions. I want everybody to understand that. The Simpsons don't make predictions. These things are already set in stone. So let me repeat that. The Simpsons don't make predictions, but these things are already set in stone. Okay? Okay. The Simpsons don't make predictions. What the Simpsons do is they are controlled by the higher ups. And the higher ups are told by the elitists what is coming in the future, not because they're predicting the future, but because Satan has control of this realm. So a lot of the things that quote unquote the Simpsons predicted were already in plan. They already had these things in plan. Okay. Now, Trump, however, didn't go according to plan. Now, just in case many of you think that there are people just in case many of you think that there are people that don't go against the grain, you're sadly mistaken. Because John F. Kennedy didn't go against the grain. Excuse me, didn't go with the plan. Okay? John F. Kennedy was a man who didn't go with the plan. Okay? John F. Kennedy was one of the presidents that was already predetermined to be a president. Bush's father, or shall I say, Nixon, Truman, John F. Kennedy, Reagan, Bush Sr., Clinton, Bush Jr., Obama, Donald Trump. They were all predetermined to be president. Okay? There's a place called Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove. That's Bohemian. Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove. That's B as in boy, O-H as in Henry, E as in Edward, M as in Mary, I, A as in Anthony or Apple, N as in Nancy or no. Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove is a resort where the presidential candidates, it's a resort where the elites meet up. Not the high elites, but those whom are actually the puppets. George Bush, JFK, all of them except Obama. And we're not going to get into that tonight. All of them with the exception of Obama. They're all puppets. JFK was a puppet. Both George Bushes was a puppet. They wanted Trump to be a puppet. But you need to research Bohemian Grove. Sacrifices are taking place at Bohemian Grove and other satanic rituals. This is real. It's not a game. It's not something that I'm making up. You all need to go and check it out for yourself. It goes by the name of Bohemian Grove. Okay? Now, I want you to understand that I'm going to find something. Okay?
Now, what you see behind me looks like a traditional shingle.
I want you all to see something.
It's this panel right here.
We all know First Lady Michelle Obama has always been an advocate of exercise, but she has now impressed the nation further with her dance moves. As she sat down for an interview with Ellen DeGeneres to talk about her children and their future outside of the White House.
Visits, absolutely not. Somewhat normal. I haven't
Of their skills.
All right, let's try it again. Hit it.
All right, I'm gonna post something on my Instagram page. Okay?
Try it again. Hit it.
I'm gonna post something on my Instagram page. I'm going to let you know when I'm going to let it out. It's all over the internet, so I'm going to keep talking while I'm posting that, but the reason why Michelle Obama might be running for president, It's not a definite, okay? It could be a possibility, all right? The reason why Michelle Obama could possibly be running for president is because at this point, we know that Biden is going to lose this election. There's no way in hell that Biden can win this election, okay? For the people on the outside looking in, you got to understand that nobody is taking Biden seriously from the outside looking in. There's nobody taking him seriously. Now, me personally, I understand that, like I said before, it doesn't matter who's in office. But if Michelle Obama steps up to run for presidency for presidency this year, it's because they don't want Trump back in office. Now, I want to go back to history. I want to go back to the time period of Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the president that went against the Rothschild banking system. A lot of people don't know that Abraham did this. I'm freestyling. You can pull out your Google. Abraham Lincoln went to war with the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds have been accumulating wealth for before the presidency of Abraham Lincoln. Let me repeat that. The Rothschild family, among other families, but it's not about them tonight. The Rothschild family has been accumulating wealth well before the presidency of Abraham Lincoln. The Rothschilds had a central bank in place, and Abraham Lincoln was on his way to disrupting the Rothschild central banking system, or if I'm not quite correct, he was on his way from preventing the Rothschild central banking system to come in effect. Let me repeat that. Okay? Listen very carefully to you and let me repeat that. All right? Abraham Lincoln was on his way. I'm right about one of them and I'm wrong about the other. This is why I told you all to bring your Google. Either the Rothschild banking system was already in effect, and Abraham Lincoln was attempting to diminish it, or the Rothschild banking system was not yet in effect and they wanted it to go into effect, and Abraham Lincoln was already using legal tender. And the Rothschild banking system wanted to back the legal tender up with its own trust. So the Rothschild banking system wanted to back up the dollar, the legal tender, wanted to back up tangibility with basically nothing. Abraham Lincoln thought it would be wise to back up the dollar with gold or silver or anything of that sort so that the dollar would have foundation. Okay? Which one it was. That's why I wanted you to bring the Google. Now, what I need you all to understand is that I could get into great trouble from what I'm about to show y'all. Okay? I just want some of you Negroes to know, man, that you're very fucking evil, man. Some of you Negroes on the internet that hate me, if you on the internet, man, and you hate me, it's fuck you, man. It's fuck you if that's how you feel about me. Because what I'm about to show you can get me in great trouble. And I'm going to post it on my Instagram. And that's the first time I ever did something like this while I'm doing the YouTube message. So, Abraham Lincoln, we know, went wrong. There's no doubt about it. Abraham Lincoln went wrong.
Try it again.
So, we know if Abraham Lincoln can go wrong,
Try it again.
we know that it's not possible for a president or anybody to go astray. People that take bribes or people that are put into positions of power by Satan go astray all the time. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. He was assassinated because he did not want the Rothschilds to bring their central banking system into effect, because he knew that the central banking system would corrupt the government, and would not only corrupt the government, but it would control the government. The Rothschild family is worth about $500 trillion off of Inc. 500 trillion. This type of money you can never Google and see what they're worth. You can't do it. You can never Google ever and find out what the Rothschilds are worth. Just like if you Google what was Queen Elizabeth's net worth before she allegedly died. What was Queen Elizabeth's net worth before she allegedly died? Google might tell you something like 300 million. Let me ask you a question. Elon Musk is somebody who would take instructions from Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth is many times over more powerful than Elon Musk. If Elon Musk is worth in his collection 400 billion almost, why would Queen Elizabeth be worth less? Or why would the Rothschild family be worth less? That's because I want to show you all something. Power is not, true power does not come from money once you're at a certain level. I explained this to you all years ago. Many of you think that being rich gives you power. Sure, of course it does. To say Elon Musk and Bill Gates doesn't have power is a very stupid thing to say. But there's a certain type of power that controls money. Money does not control the world. Satan controls the world. And this is what I keep trying to explain to you all. But none of you want to listen because you're carnal. You're carnal minded. And you think that your carnal vote in November is going to make a difference. You, Negro, are still going to be a slave. And any other ethnicity, whether they be Caucasian, Arab, it doesn't matter. Whomever the president of the United States is not going to make any of you any difference either. Okay? It's not going to make any of you any difference either. Okay. So what I'm about to post on Instagram is going to be extremely temporary. Now, I want you to understand, Abraham Lincoln, he went astray. Abraham Lincoln went astray, and I'm going to tell you who else went astray. I want you to pay attention. Abraham Lincoln went astray. Abraham Lincoln went astray, and so did John F. K. John F. K. was one of the presidents at Bohemian Grove. All the former presidents that visited Bohemian Grove went astray. All the presidents that were at Bohemian Grove, all the presidents that were at Bohemian Grove were predetermined to be presidents. Many of the presidents are related. Not all of them, but many of the presidents are related. Some of them might even be related to Hitler. I have reason to believe that Barack Obama is related to Hitler, but I'm not 100% sure. They're making it unattainable to find that information. I had a dream that Barack Obama was related to Hitler. I don't know if that dream is real or not. I don't know if that dream has any validity. Let me repeat that. I don't know if the Barack Obama relationship to Hitler is real. It's just a dream that I had. John F. Kennedy was murdered. He was assassinated. You know why John F. Kennedy was assassinated? You can go, when you get the time, you can go and go to YouTube and type in JFK Society's speech. Type in JFK society's speech. And if you can actually understand the speech, because JFK was enormously intelligent with Caucasian construct grammar. Let me repeat that. John F. Kennedy was enormously, uncomprehensibly brilliant with Caucasian construct um, verbalistics. A lot of the words he used, you have to be sharp. But that speech is the speech where he revealed the secret societies and the Illuminati. 2 weeks after that speech, John F. Kennedy was murdered. The gunshot that blew John F. Kennedy's head off did not come from the boy Oswald. Oswald was a scapegoat and had nothing to do with the murder of J.F. Kennedy. Just like the Nation of Islam had nothing to do with the murder of Malcolm X. John F. Kennedy was murdered by the driver, either the driver or the person who was in the passenger seat of this car. John F. Kennedy and his wife was sitting in the back seat. The gunshot came from one of the people that were inside of his vehicle. They turned back and they blew his head off, maybe from underneath his shoulder or however the case was. But the person was a marksman and he got the job done. And nobody knew where the bullet came from. Where Oswald was allegedly supposed to be the sharpshooter, it made absolutely no sense. The bullet would have had to make turns in order to have hit John F. Kennedy from the angle that Oswald was allegedly posted up. But they needed a scapegoat. They needed a scapegoat. Okay? John F. Kennedy was murdered because he went astray. Now, Donald Trump was predetermined to be a president, but Donald Trump went astray. Now, I already said that Trump was a real one, but just because Trump is a real one, it doesn't make him a savior, and it doesn't make him somebody who's going to take you niggas out of your misery. This world that we're living in today, black man, is not for you. But many of you don't believe in Christ. Many of you don't understand that you love this world opposed to wanting this shit to burn down to oblivion. Some of you, just because you get your little couple dollars, you feel attached to this world. But nothing, I repeat, nothing can replace what Christ has for those who love him. When Christ returns, that is the kingdom that I want. Because we don't have a kingdom right now, black man. There are some very bad things going to happen to both the unbelievers and the believers of this people, because we are the children of Israel. And trouble must come our way so that we're recognized according to the Bible. For judgment must first come to the house of Israel. And then people, the world will know who we are if they don't know who we are already. Okay? So if Michelle Obama steps up and goes into office, it's only to deter Trump from becoming the president. They don't want Trump to be president because Trump don't give a fuck. Trump doesn't care. Trump says Trump really either it's fearlessness, or he doesn't believe in the devil. I don't know which one it is. It's probably a little bit of both. At the end of the day, Trump drags his nuts, but Trump cannot do anything for us. But reckon for sure, if Trump gets into that office, Trump is going to do what the fuck he wants to do. I'm not speaking as a fan or a fanatic for Trump. Never be a fanatic of anybody. But just understand that Trump does not know what's coming to him. So many people say, well, why haven't they got him yet? Well, because first of all, his wife is a little bit more than meets the eye. First of all, she's an untouchable. Okay? She's an untouchable that loves her husband. Moreover, Trump got his little ties here and there too. And they don't want to off him, but there are some people at the top that will. They will call the shots. They will call it out on Trump if they have to. Okay? If Trump gets into the office and he decides to do whatever he wants to do, that's what he's going to do. A lot of you say that Trump is racist. Whatever. There's no receipts that Trump is racist. Let me repeat this. There are no receipts that Trump is racist. Not when he was younger, nor now. If you wanted to pull some receipts about Jerry Jones, then fine. You can pull receipts about Jerry Jones. And I don't even really think that Jerry Jones is racist now. I'm not sure. And I'm not taking up, I don't give a damn about Trump to that extent for the most part. What I'm saying is, when you say something about people, when you say anything out your mouth about somebody, you need to have some receipts. Have some receipts when you say something about anybody. And I'm not saying anything about Michelle Obama, and I'm not saying anything about Barack Obama. But all I'm saying is it's just very odd that they were the prince and princess that legalized homosexuality here in America. Let me say that again. I'm not passing any accusations on Michelle Obama, nor am I passing any accusations on Barack Obama. It's just pretty peculiar that they were the couple that brought in and ushered in and legalized homosexuality, marriage, homosexual marriage here in America. That's just a little peculiar, if you ask me. Now, I want to move forward because now we know that the presidents don't run the country. The presidents are puppets. The only president that wasn't a puppet was Obama, and that's for another time. Okay? Obama was the only president that was not a puppet. All right? Now, I hope I got your attention. I hope I got your attention. Hope I got your attention. Let's go to Job chapter 9, verse 4. Let's go to Job chapter 9, verse 4. Let's go to Job chapter 9, verse 4. Job chapter 9, verse 24. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges, therefore. If not, where and who is he? This planet is under the control of the devil. I want to know why you carnal Negroes, you carnal Caucasians, you carnal Arabs, for all of you Arabs to believe in Allah, many of you are very carnal minded. The Arab is one of the most carnal people in the world. Even your religion is carnal. Your religion is not spiritual, it's carnal. You all don't believe that this world is given into the hand of the devil. You don't believe that the devil controls this world. No president controls anything. No president controls anything. Okay? The world is given into the hand of the wicked. The world is given into the hand of the wicked. So if the world is controlled by the devil, then what is it that Joe Biden or Donald Trump can really do? Now, if Trump is put into office, let's not get it twisted. He might give you a couple dollars, but that couple dollars has nothing, it's not going to put you Negroes on top. You Negroes are going to stay on the bottom because you hate your brother and you hate your sister. Many of you Negroes are going to die to death through your hatred and through your evil and through your jealousy and through your taunting and through your provoking and through all of your evil behaviors. Many of you have a bed waiting for you in hell because of the evil that you have towards your brother and towards your sister. And you can't even notice it and you can't even see it. You don't even feel it. If you are evil and you don't even feel evil, that means you are truly evil. Let's go to Ephesians. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 6, verses 12. You've all heard this before. Ephesians chapter 6, verses 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. If Trump or Biden or Michelle, whoever is in office, you need to understand very carefully that they don't run the world. They are puppets. They are people who you call front men. I've told you niggas this over and 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 over again. And you don't listen because you're carnal. The Pope came over here and shut down the entire East Coast, and he was nothing but a puppet. The Black Pope, Adolfo, is the true power behind the Vatican. The Black Pope, Adolfo, is the true power behind the Vatican. Nobody on this planet, and I mean nobody, but the devil and the Antichrist, which would be the devil incarnate. They are this is the only person that can tell Adolfo what to do. The only person that can tell Black Pope Adolfo what to do is the devil. I don't even know what's going on with Pope Francis right now. Something is going on with him. He might have went astray, but I heard something about him. I can't remember. My wife told me something, but he's not himself, or I don't know. You would have to research it yourself. But something is going on with him. But we have to remember here, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. That's the demon seed. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. These are the fallen angels. And they commute with specific high-ranking individuals on this planet. The fallen angels conversate with specific high-ranking demon seed on this planet. The fallen only interact with the children of the devil. They don't, the Bush administration have never spoken to a fallen angel. Trump, he never spoke to a fallen angel. I don't know what Obama has done. JFK, never spoken to a fallen angel. Even when you go to the people in our entertainment industry, Diddy, T.D. Jakes, Jay-Z, they've never spoken to fallen angels. Why? Because they're not demon seed. They have bosses, all of them, higher ups within the entertainment industry, higher ups within the false prophet industry. I want to talk about front men. All politics are front men. That's the purpose of politicians, to be front men. Because we know that we have principalities against powers. The principalities are the demons, and powers against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. See, Paul understood something that a lot of our people don't understand today, because you're carnal minded. Many of you love money, and you're carnal, and you're evil. That's why you hate justice, and that's why you hate the words of this Bible, and that's why some of you hate me. I'm warning you all that there is an afterlife, which you should be preparing yourself for, and not being so wrapped up in this world. Yes, you have to make the bag. Yes, you have to work. Yes, you have to be an entrepreneur. Yes, you have to be a father. Yes, you have to be a mother. Yes, you have to be a son. Yes, you have to be a daughter. Yes, you have to be a husband. Yes, you have to be a wife. Yes, you have to wash dishes. Yes, you have to cook. Yes, you have to sweep the floor. Yes, you have to take care of your health. Yes, you have to exercise. Yes, you have to concern yourself with the things that you need to go by on an everyday basis. Yes, you got to brush your teeth. Yes, you got to wash your ass. Yes, you have to eat healthy. But at the end of the day, these things you are to do and not be consumed with more than having a relationship with the Messiah. Our people, black people, you don't follow instructions. I'm going to give you all an instruction. I'm going to give you an instruction that was given to us by the Most High. I'm going to give you all an instruction that was given to us by the Most High. This is an instruction that I've read to you niggas every time around election time, around any election time. So I didn't read it once a year, because I also read it during other primary and other times that you had to vote, even for mayor. Deuteronomy 17, verse 15. Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Here's a very important law that you Negroes refuse to follow. This law is to black people. This law is to black people. It's to the Israelites. Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him a king over thee, whom thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahuwah thy Elohim shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. So, yeah, this was referring to when we were in the land of Israel. This is referring to being in Jerusalem. But as I tell you, black folks, you have to remember Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. First, we are Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Don't forget, Jerusalem is a people. We are called Jerusalem as black people before the city is actually called Jerusalem. We are not supposed to set not even our own people above us as leaders unless that person was chosen by Yahuwah. Why? Because we are only going to choose who's popular. We're only going to choose who we all like. We're never going to choose the person that tells the truth because we have no understanding of Elohim. Us as a people, we hate the truth. When somebody tell us the truth, we act like bitches. And we are unable to stand in front of the truth like stand-up men and stand-up women. We just don't have it within our bowels to deal with the truth. But yet, we're so gangster. And many of you women are so much of bad bitches and so much of boss bitches and all of these things. But you calling yourself bitches, and moreover, you're too weak and you're too small to stand against the words and the instructions that have been given to you by your creator. We are not, God does not trust us to choose leaders because we choose leaders based off of the wrong thing. We choose leaders based off of looks, based off of how much money they have, based off of none of the qualities that make people leaders. We choose people because they speak to us and they say nice, sweet, cuddly, coddly, fuzzy, hairy things to us and makes us feel good on the inside. You women specifically, you black women love to feel good. You love to feel furry and warm on the inside. You like people to tell you the truth. Excuse me. You like people to tell you lies. Black women, you love lies. Lies is your best friend. More of a friend, closer of a friend to you than a homosexual man. Black women, you love lies and you hate the truth. You love lies and you despise the truth with all your being and with all your passion. And you are so stubborn. And you say, no nigga will never break me. But there's a time coming where Satan will break your black ass. It's coming. We're going to see just how unbreakable you black women are without your men. The same men that you walk around here and saying, girl power, girl power, girl power. We don't need them niggas. Girl power, girl power. You silly, 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 silly wench. We're going to see how much girl power you have when there's no one to protect you. And I know you got these tough bitches out here. Some of them, they got a little weight on them. Some of y'all may box. Some of y'all got your little gun license now, and you think you're Rambo. Women don't have the reflexes, nor by nature do you have the bravery of a man. If you women think that you can go to war without your husbands, without your men, you're going to all die the death. Every last one of you. All of you. The blood is going to be in the streets with all of you black heifers because you walk around and you say, to hell with this nigga. It's all about the bag. It's all about the bag. How much money will save you? How much money will save your rotten, arrogant, outstretched neck ass when trouble comes? Because trouble is coming, but you're too blind and you're ignoring all the signs. You heifers are looking around and you see no trouble because you have no wisdom and you have no awareness to know what the hell is going on. Many of you cannot even decide the time, cannot even decide the times that we're in right now. Your awareness is too low. You're too dippy. You don't have the awareness to comprehend the times that we're in right now. And then some of you, you get with men that are just as dippy and just as lack of awareness as you are. And you wonder why your relationship is falling apart. Because you have no wisdom and he has no wisdom. One of y'all has to have wisdom. And it's only proper that a man has wisdom. Because if you both are without wisdom, then you both will fall into a ditch. See, our Elohim told us not to put a king over us unless he chooses the king. But more importantly, it says that we are not to appoint a stranger over us. Another word for stranger is a foreigner. Trump is a foreigner. Biden is a foreigner. According to spirit and according to law, Michelle Obama is also a foreigner. She is not a foreigner according to blood, because according to blood, Michelle Obama is an Israelite. But according to her customs and her ways, she is a foreigner. She is a Gentile because she is leprosy of mind. And she will be just as destructive, or if not worse, than Biden or Trump. So let's end this message off with two scriptures. I want to go to Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah 17. I had to take some very good things out of this lesson that I'll bring back in a different time. This is the rough copy. Jeremiah 17, verse 5. Jeremiah 17, verse 5. Then shalt thou bring forth that man or that woman which have committed that wicked thing unto the gates. Jeremiah 17, verse 5. Thus saith Yahuwah, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahuwah. Let me read that again for you all. Thus saith Yahuwah. Cursed be the man that trusteth in man. If you trust in another man, in any other man, you are cursed. You are a wretched, cursed person if you trust in any other human being. And you maketh this person your power. You maketh this person your trust, and whose heart departs from Yahuwah. So if you trust in an individual more than you trust in Yahuwah, you are departing from your creator. You are becoming reprobate because you want Trump to save you. You want Trump to save you. There's a lot of people that walk around, a lot of false prophets that walk around on the internet and prance around on the internet, and you say that us people, whom you call us Bible thumpers, and you call us all types of names, religious radicals, and all of these things that you say about us, and you tease us, and you say, well, we keep talking about a savior. We keep talking about a savior. Your solution is that we are asking for a handout because we believe in the Messiah. And your solution is unity. Black people have not been able to unify in many years. And the reason why we can't unify is because there are so many tables and false prophets that have risen among us that that lean on their own understanding. A lot of our strong leaders are Muslim leaders. I know some very strong brothers, but a lot of them are Muslims. Allah is not our salvation. These brothers are strong, gangsters all the way through. Definitely will go to war for their people. But if they want their people to follow Allah, then they are not leading their people to salvation. And I know a lot of our people also trust in celebrities and internet gurus to guide them and to lead them. Many of these people don't even have a clue of what the Bible says. And you want these people to lead you to victory. To what victory? There can be no unity amongst us because there's too much separation with our beliefs. You have camp leaders that are running cults. One moment he admits that it's the same God in the Old and the New Testament. And then the next moment he says that the Father is sitting back chilling. Which one is it? You are a walking hypocrisy, mate of IUIC. You're a walking hypocrisy. I don't care how you make things look. I don't care how clean and how much glamour and glitter you appear to be. You are a tomb with rotten bones in it. And there are a lot of people that are on the internet that's like this. Fine suits and ties and money and cars. But within your soul, you're black and you're evil. And you have no love for the Creator. You have no love for God. So I'm going to end this. I'm going to end this with Psalms 146 and 3. Psalms 146 and 3. Psalms chapter 146 and 3. Psalms chapter 146 and 3. Put your trust Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. That Son of Man is not talking about Christ. It's talking about mortal people. Don't put your trust in princes such as Biden or Trump or Michael. Don't put your trust in our presidential candidates. Keep your trust in the Most High, because there's a time coming very soon. And I'm warning you all. Okay? I'm warning you all. There's a storm coming. I'm telling you. There's a storm coming.